go, sir. Go, go, go. Right away, sir. Nuclear lunch. Yeah. 편지는 정체. 이제 그만.
This is Gamers Corner Movie Edition.
Yeah.
We've done some movies.
You done some stuff before?
Yeah, I don't always talk
I haven't
about
seen all the stuff. I just saw
know,
Dark
man.
Souls Edition. I've seen Pirate Edition.
We should talk about some Demon Soul, because he's played through it on
Dude, see, that's the only one I've ever played, dude. You're the one that turned me on to Demon Souls. I played it, and then
That's the only one, huh?
that's it, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's all right.
That's the one I have the least experience in, but that's
Yeah.
good.
And
Oh, that's all right.
I liked it. It was
You guys stuff.
fucking god awful, but I liked it.
It was great
It was great. Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
People of the game.
You tuned in last time. We were talking
You've been
about
recording the whole time?
talking about we were being. I mean, for us it was 5 seconds, but you guys have been gone a week. What were we talking about? Apocalypse.
Yes, X-Men Apocalypse.
Who was the fourth horseman? Psylocke, Archangel, Magneto. That's how non-memorable he was. I don't
Drawing
know.
a blank.
Oh, Omega Red.
Oh.
Nah,
No.
crap. I was
What?
hoping it was.
I mean, I know that's your favorite because you're a communist.
yeah, he was awesome.
But, yeah.
He's
He was
great in the cartoon.
He was
man.
great in the cartoon.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
He was one of the best.
Look this up. This is ridiculous.
Tentacles. Yeah,
Oh, I love Omega Red, dude.
yeah.
Like, ever since we
You
were
know what?
kids,
Okay.
we liked Omega Red.
In the cartoon, Apocalypse was awesome.
Yeah.
Like when
He was-
that whole thing
yeah.
started, I was like, "Oh man!" This
He
is
was
just
he was
insane.
that's maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe
Yeah.
it's probably other people's problem too. He's so larger than life that he's not really like a
Yeah.
what I would call a legitimate villain. Like
the-
he's definitely a villain, but what are you gonna do? Is basically what the feeling should be.
I remember when the cartoon came out, I'm like, man, this doesn't go with the story of the comic books, and I was really
Right.
kind of pissed off.
Storm, thank you.
Oh, Storm?
That's why it
It's
slipped
shaved
away.
head Mohawk Storm.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's crazy
Oh,
Storm.
God.
Yeah, which I wasn't a big
Who
fan of
makes
anyway. but-
judgment calls on that crap? You know, who do they
Zack
think they're
Snyder.
catering to?
Zack
No,
Snyder.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, that's wrong. It's not Zack Snyder. It's the guy who made all the other good X-Men movies.
Oh, the good ones? Really? Oh, that's too bad.
Brian Singer. That's what I meant.
Really?
Ah, okay.
Oh, that's...
But he didn't make 3, and that's the worst X-Men movie.
Yeah. Well,
See,
now,
Yeah.
they trusted his judgment,
Apocalypse.
and then now we're like,
I guess.
But
well,
but I think he did some of the first class ones, which I liked.
Hollywood...
I like First
turned
Class.
him.
Yeah, and it's not owned by Marvel; it's Fox. It's different. It's weird. It's a weird
Yeah.
thing. But
So when the cartoon came out, I was like, I'm kind of angry they're not following the storyline. But then as I started watching more, I was like, you know what? This storyline is actually pretty good. And
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I like it more than the original X-Men comic book storyline. So I really liked the cartoon a lot. I really got into it. And same with Batman. And of course, it's all up, for reinterpretation. But they pretty much go with a similar
Right.
thing. I'm sure in 20 years they're going to reinvent Batman. His parents didn't get shot in an alleyway or something, or
Wasn't
they'll
there
do
already
something
one
different
where
or
like
something.
it's not even it's Bruce Wayne that gets shot and his parents are actually turned into Batman and Joker?
whoa,
I think that's
that
I
sounds
think
cool. I like
Wayne
that.
Senior is Batman and then Mom
That's
turns
cool.
into Joker. Like,
Really?
I think yeah.
Wow.
I've heard, that's what I've heard. I don't know much about it. I don't never read or done
We'll
anything.
look
But
that
I do
up.
remember the Wayne Senior.
Some-
Batman.
yeah. Some storyline shifts and some weird stuff going on that sounds kind of cool actually.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
like to see that. But anyways, I'm still gonna see the movie.
Yeah, it's worth. I'd say
Not in
it's
theaters,
worth
of course,
seeing.
but my in-laws,
Wait for
they
that.
usually always get the Marvel movies and stuff, so I always stick around to watch them.
Marvel movies.
Huh?
Nothing.
Marvel
The-
movies, yeah.
Marvel? What did I
Double
say?
M.
Marvel? I'm pretty
Triple
sure I
M.
said Vol. I could be.
I
a
wasn't
bit
listening to
mixed
It's watchable.
up. It's watchable.
They're definitely watchable.
I will watch it. I will watch all.
I mean, Professor X and Magneto are good. They're
Great.
good.
of course.
Yep.
Now,
No complaints.
hold on.
One thing, I'm sure you've seen it in the promotional things. They do eventually get bald-headed Professor X in a wheelchair.
Okay,
He
Oh.
looks like
Patrick Stewart or not?
no. He
Not
looks
Patrick Stewart.
like the guy from Gattaca, Jude Law. He looks like Jude
He
Law.
looks a
when they
little
shave
bit
his
like
head.
Jude Law. And they did this thing, and spoiler alert, where they explain how he loses his hair. That it upset me. Like
They're stretching.
it's
themselves right there.
super lame, but like I get upset real easy about stuff like that, and I was instantly enraged. I was and whatever. It's not that big of a
Why
deal,
do you
but
need
like
an explanation?
it upset exactly. That's my point.
Because
Like,
he had hair.
I don't need in X-Men First Class he's got hair.
Okay.
And so
It's in the 70s.
they must have
so
felt
he's got hair. He's
like
groovy.
exactly. You gotta have his hair. It's
That
gotta
was
be groovy.
fine.
Gotta be cool.
But he's got to get to Patrick Stewart somehow.
Yeah. So they explain the wheelchair thing. Now they're explaining the hair thing, which who cares?
Right.
He lost his hair at some point. Why
Cancer.
are we
That's all
playing
they had to
this
do.
game? Yeah.
Somebody, he had cancer.
Why are we playing
That's
this
not
game?
the answer.
Why are
They
we
didn't
spending?
need it.
Why are we spending $1 million? I got my shoe off. Why are we spending $1 million to figure out why he lost
He's
his
getting
hair?
angry, folks. Okay.
I don't get it. It upsets me that this is a thing. Like,
Did they explain it through cinematography, or did they like
Yeah.
talk?
it's in the movie.
Oh,
yeah.
they like showed like
There's
It's
no
a
dialogue.
scene.
There's no dialogue, but
it's like a montage of how he.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have
It's
to
a
watch
thing.
it. It's hard to explain without saying it. But
Yeah, and you'd have to see it. It's
That's dumb.
self-explanatory
It's not
once
good.
you kind of roll through it and everything. But
Yeah, I
they
don't.
did way better with the powers.
They could have just been like, "Oh yeah, male pattern baldness, dude. I have extreme case. Lost my hair in 2 years. Moving on. Let's go catch the bad guys.
Baldness is a thing.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
a thing.
it's not uncommon.
Everyone knows what's going on.
Yeah.
At some point, you just don't have hair.
Exactly. And it's even cross-cultural. No one's really confused about this. We don't need it explained to us. We don't need a translation.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what's going on with the male
Yeah,
pattern
I mean,
baldness. And then they have
Now,
to make
if he
a
like
video
started
about it.
growing hair on his face, like on just everywhere, then that might be like need an explanation.
I'll make an exception for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll like
'Cause that's
how
weird.
did
I would
he
need
Because that's
an
pretty weird.
explanation for
get
that, too.
hair on his eyelids? I would love to know this. you know?
Outstanding power, by the way.
Yeah, that would be great.
Completely useless, but
Freak some people out.
awesome. Yeah.
It's like if they think you're turning into
I
a
almost have
werewolf.
that hair power. I have hair almost
Justin's
everywhere
getting close.
for no reason.
Close to,
For no
close to a
reason.
superpower.
There's a reason, Justin. You just haven't figured it out yet. It hasn't been
Sweating
discovered.
profusely. It's the reason.
Well,
Cooling
with great
yourself
power
off.
comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
The responsibility of not wearing white shirts.
Just-
Yeah, you've limited your wardrobe.
yeah.
That's your superpower.
Yeah, I mean, one day you'll be like sweating your balls off, and here comes a flash fire, and you're like, "Woohoo! Thank God I'm all wet."
Glad I'm insulated.
I'm glad I'm insulated.
Got a few seconds to walk out of here alive.
Yep.
That's good
That
news.
reminds me of a funny scene going back to video games. And by back, I mean
excellent.
almost for the first time.
Okay.
In Heavy Rain. Have you guys played that game?
I have. Yep.
I have played extensively, and I actually stole your Heavy Rain.
That's where it went.
And I have it.
I bought it.
I
again.
haven't. I don't even know where mine is.
I had to buy that game again.
Who's got
It was-
mine?
This
version.
is a ways back. This is a story that we got to spin the yarn on this. So you gave and by gave I mean you lent it to me.
Well, I had 100%ed it, so I was probably thought
you
I was
were
done with
you
it.
were good and you were done with it and you were like, oh hey, check this out, it's cool. And I'm sure you were thinking that I was going to do a quick playthrough, and then that was it. But I really did get into it.
It's a good game.
And then we moved, and we're in Portland, and so I've still got it.
Nah, it's cheap to buy now, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't even know where mine is. I got the origami.
I didn't take yours.
You have the
I don't.
origami.
I have the origami
Nice.
somewhere, but I don't have the game, and that's my only proof that I bought the game.
You
is
got the origami?
That's it.
It makes you the origami killer.
I guess.
And it's not origami.
And
it's
you know
origami.
what? And you know, yeah. Well, with their
The origami
the language they're
killer.
speaking
Yeah.
is
bunch of
horrible.
French
Oh my
guys, isn't
god,
it?
is it French? I thought it was Swedish guys,
I
man.
think they're French.
Well, yes, that's probably what's actually going on. In reality, you can get away with sort of like a New Jersey sort of accent or something.
Yeah, one of the
origami killer.
guys
Well, they were
was
trying
like,
to-
Yeah.
but the father of the kid or something. He's like, what was the kid's name? Like,
Wow. Jason!
Yeah, that's it.
It
Yeah.
was so
It's like,
unnatural.
Jason.
Jason,
Jason.
how are you?
Jason.
You know?
Jason. Dude, that upset me
Oh.
too. That was another one. Like, okay, we
So-
really need to
So
stop.
I
this.
never beat that game. I don't know who the origami killer is.
Origami
Because-
killer?
Origami killer. Because I don't have the game, and I wanted to finish it, but I don't
refuse
have
to
it.
spoil that.
I've borrowed his, or I've tried to borrow it, but
I
he's
had
like,
it.
"Hey man, I don't got mine. I thought you.
I don't know
had
what
it."
happened to it. Someone stole
I
it.
did think you...
Yeah. And he's like, "You have it." I'm like, "I don't have it. Somebody's got my version."
I've got it.
You know who's got it? Tim. I bet you Tim's got
You know,
it.
the funny thing is, the second copy that I bought, I apparently also lent it out, and then Ray just moved away like a couple months ago. She's like, "Oh, here's your Heavy Rain." I was like, "People keep taking my Heavy Rains and never
She
give
was
it back."
really into that game too.
It's real good.
Yeah, dude.
So
Hey,
anyway,
knock the
she's
bar.
Probably got
yeah,
it.
you could.
All right.
And we've already. I think I have a full. No, I don't think we were streaming at that time, but we've done a group playthrough of it. But the first time I played it, you get to a scene. There's the house fire. Were you in that? Did you get that far?
No.
It's the
Yeah.
reporter lady.
Nope.
Anyways,
Yep.
like it's actually pretty far into the game.
It's pretty far
She
in.
just figures out who the killer is.
She's.
You figure out this kind of the same time if you
If
haven't killed her off at that point, because you can kill a character.
That's right.
Not
There's
even in the
a
game
thing.
anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. I forgot about that.
my buddy Corey, the first time he played through, got everybody killed, and then the main character went to jail, and it said game over. I was like, you're like halfway through the game. He just killed everybody. So he just didn't figure anything out.
That's why I like that game so much. It's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, everyone just dies off. You can not do things and lose.
I remember
Like,
sawing off
it's
my
great.
pinky or
I
finger
like
or something.
The choices
thing,
you
too.
have, like, do you kill this guy? Do you cut off your own finger? Do you take poison? Like, those are all choices you have to make, and you have no idea which is the right answer, because they both seem terrible.
Yeah.
And there are certain ones that I was fine with, like shooting some criminal, spoiler alert,
Drug dealer or whatever.
right in his face. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
The
was
cutting
that
the
was
pinky
that
off,
the
by the
old
time...
That's like one of the first clues.
That's one of the first ones, I think.
Yeah,
or
something like that,
second
yeah.
or third, or one of those. The electric power plant one,
That was rough, yeah.
that was rough.
Oh, okay, I
Real
remember
rough.
that.
I think eventually, the first playthrough, I skipped that one because I was going to die. Like, that was it. It was gonna be-
Christelle watched me play it, and she was really, really frustrated with it. She was
It's
like
rough.
on like the edge of her seat. I was in a driving scene. That driving
Oh, yeah,
scene.
yeah.
That was like she
That's
was just
the
losing
one-
her mind.
That was the one I got stuck on for the trophy. Like, I couldn't get the achievement
yeah,
for it because you have to do that perfectly, and that's rough.
Really rough.
Real
yeah.
rough. Yeah. You have to do it a certain amount of time, I think, and you have to... you can't hit anything or whatever that. I can't
Something,
remember
yeah,
what the...
you
All you gotta do
obstacle
is push
thing
the button
yeah.
on the screen. Try and
Yes,
click.
but it was very stressful.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
very
Yeah.
stressful. I
like how the game was made.
It's great.
I
Liked
hated
it.
the
The
accents.
voice acting was terrible.
What was that doing?
And they're
Bad,
terrible
yeah.
in most of their games.
Yeah,
But
I mean they're good at screaming, but
Well,
that's
they
not
just need to get
Jason.
a good voice studio. Like
this on.
the gameplay was outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what's going on with the voices?
Yeah.
Like this is the only thing you got a problem with. Like
Yeah.
let's
So
get that going.
The original story is about to tell with the shower. That's what brought me here.
That's right.
You're the girl. Like you're in her apartment or you're in somebody's apartment, and smoke. There's a fire in the place. You got to escape. And I'm going, and like for some reason I was in the bathroom. I think you start there, you go through there, and like shower was a button prompt, but I was like, how the fuck would I take a shower right now? It's ridiculous. But I was like, I'm gonna do it. So I just there's a fire in the house. I'm gonna take a shower. Complete joke. But then I did it. She keeps clothes on. Obviously, takes showers. Then she runs out, and like that ended up saving me because the heat wasn't burning me because I was wet.
Oh.
But I did it as a joke, but that turned out to be the only way to get through the house.
Exactly the way.
One of the ways, not the only way.
A fire in the house.
In the killer's apartment, you're investigating a thing.
That's right.
And
Yes.
he burns it down because he knows you figured it out.
So I think there must be more than one way to do it then, because I don't think I did that.
Well, I mean, if you had killed that character, you would never get that scene.
That's
you could
true. I
still
guess that's true.
find the clues.
Yeah,
to figure it out.
absolutely.
And when our group playthrough, Joy was playing it, Sean's wife. There's a window. You open the window, like let smoke and heat out and everything. There's an option to jump out, but you're like the third or fourth story. Like,
Oh my god.
and she's looking down. She's like, "Do I jump?" Maggie's like, "Jump!" But me and Maggie were playing through it by myself. She told me to do that. And I was like, "I'm not gonna jump. We'll die."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she apparently forgot that I told her that. And like she told Joy to jump, and Joy's like, "Okay," and just kills that character. Just lands on that character. And then that character's done. You're like, "What?"
And I love how they just because they'll move on.
Yeah.
We're moving
They
on
just
now.
cut those
That's
scenes
it.
from the rest of the game.
Yeah. All the stuff that you could have done with that character, boom,
Yeah.
that's done now.
Like,
Yeah,
Maggie,
we're moving on.
in that
yeah.
panic, Maggie just forgot that I told her we're not going to jump out of a 4-story building.
Well, you only break a leg, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe
No.
you
I'll
get
get it over
lucky
here.
and the
Well, that's
garbage
the thing,
truck
like,
comes by with
It's
an
a video game, so maybe you're going to survive.
That's a Jackie
It's
Chan
not that
movie.
kind of video
Yeah.
game.
When a garbage truck drives under the window at the same time that you're jumping, that's a
Yeah.
Jackie Chan
That's
movie.
Full
like-
of mattresses.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mattresses, pillows, and stuff. The pillow truck came by. Woo! Boy, am I
Yeah,
lucky.
that happened. Whoosh.
Yeah.
Don't trust So he killed that character.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.